Heat waves are getting stronger, floods are growing larger, wildfires are obliterating more of America's landscape. It's because of climate change that's largely man-made. Our burning of fossil fuels is damaging planet Earth, and the time to stop it is running out. By the end of the century, climate change could shrink the U.S. economy by hundreds of billions of dollars. That is the warning in a new report released on Friday ahead of schedule by the Trump administration. The government report has found that climate change has doubled the destruction from wildfires in the American Southwest. It warns farmers you could see your crops devastated by droughts and heavy rain in the decades to come. According to this new government report, rising seas and storms could force tens of millions of Americans to move within the next century, and that some coastal cities are already seeing the effects. The report also predicts extreme heat waves will get much worse, and that cities including Phoenix could have blistering triple-digit temps 150 days out of the year by the end of this century. The climate science is accepted science. Governments across the nation are spending billions of dollars preparing for what is to come. The U.S. military, too, billions of dollars. This is not a political issue. It's science. But some have made it political, especially Republicans. And as a result, a lot of folks have missed this report. It was dropped, as I said, ahead of schedule on Black Friday, when a lot of Americans are busy shopping, eating Thanksgiving leftovers, and spending time with the family. But it's extremely important. The Fox Business Network's Blake Berman reporting. He's live at the White House. Blake?
Hi there, Shepard. Exactly right. Dropped on Friday, but this is the first time we have heard from the president since he got back here to the White House. So reporters asked him about the fourth National Climate Assessment, especially about the economic findings of this report. And the president said of those economic findings, quote, "I don't believe it." Here's what the report says, at least in one part. It reads, quote, "The continued warming that is projected to occur without substantial and sustained reductions in global greenhouse gas emissions is expected to cause substantial net damage to the U.S. economy throughout this century, especially in the absence of increased adaptation efforts." Now, the president says he saw some of the report, says he read some of the report, and continues to maintain that the U.S. is the steward of the environment.
You're going to have China and Japan and all of Asia and all of these other countries, addresses our country. Right now, we're at the cleanest we've ever been, and that's very important to me. But if we're clean, but every other place on earth is dirty, that's not so good.
In its initial statement, the White House downplayed the fourth National Climate Assessment by saying the models were not accurate. Nancy Pelosi, in a tweet after it was released, used it to allude to the possibility that Democrats could potentially resurrect a committee up on Capitol Hill when they take control of the House come 2019 that would deal with climate change. This was her tweet, quote, "This climate crisis threatens both our communities and our economy. While President Trump ignores his own administration's report, House Democrats are pushing for action with Select Committee on Climate Change. We can create millions of good-paying jobs with bold green infrastructure investments." Shepard?
Blake Berman live at the White House.